Good evening, and welcome back to Timberborn with our 3x3 playthrough. And I have not done as much exploding as I would like to have done over here. We can do a little tiny bit more, but we can't reach these because they're out of range. So, yeah, we can't do that, which is a shame. But don't worry, we will get to exploding. Beavers love exploding. They love exploding, so we'll get to it. We are going to explode this up here very, very soon, like now. Just take this down here. So there's a few things. First and foremost, it was mentioned in the comments. Thank you very much for those who commented on the previous videos. Always love the comments. Please don't hesitate to comment. Even if it's something, you know, if it's, all comments are welcome. All comments are welcome. Nicer comments are welcome more than other ones, but you know, all comments are welcome. The water tanks up here. I should put the what are they called, the platforms on the end, and then move the tanks over so that I can run a path between the two. I thought that was a fantastic idea until I've come to actually look at it and realise, but I have these shrubs here which I need to have here to give the buildings their bonus. They only do a 3x3, so they need to be right next to a building to give a bonus. And if I put planks on the end and then a path in the centre, I'd have to move them, and it's going to become a little more complicated to do than I really want to. So I'm going to leave it as is for now. We might change it in the future. Who knows? We might do that there. We'll see. The other one that scared me, and it was kind of this over here, and I've been playing the update. There's an experimental update version 4 coming very soon. It seems pretty stable to me. There's a couple of little bug fixes, so I think it's going to be around the corner pretty soon. It allows districts to have no limit on the distance. So you haven't got this red line here. The district will just go for as long as you're on the path. And the idea behind that is you would put a second district in, like over here. If we had our beavers living here, they do, and they obviously work over here. To work over here, they will take a whole day to get here, basically, which is not what you want. So you want to put a second district in with housing so that it's more local, and then you transport between the two. It's a really good. I like it. I like the changes a lot. Update 4 is bringing fantastic changes. Does change a few things to Folktales. Completely reworks the Iron Teeth, so that's a fun thing. But I don't know if we should go to it. Should we jump to update 4? And play some update 4, or should we just stick as we are right now and not worry about it? It would absolutely help us, because I could move this district up here, but I'm worried if I move it up here it won't be able to reach the pumps or the housing, because these are right on the outskirts. See the red lines, and with a new update it would be able to do that, but we still want to move the housing and still want to move stuff and do bits and pieces. It just would make our lives a little bit simpler. But I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Should we jump to it? Should we not? We'll see. We'll figure it out. Okay. Let's get rid of this path here. Let's put in our final explosive right here. Dump. Okay. And that can do its thing there. We also need to channel through this, I realised. Yeah. So I might have to destroy some of these and channel through this. Like here as well. So should probably do that now sooner rather than later. I think we will. I think we'll channel through there. We'll do a path here, and then there's a path here. So all three of these have paths through to get to there. So when the district moves up here, it'll be able to reach if we don't update. So yeah. Okay. So with that said, we've got to leave the district where it is right now, because we need to do all this movement stuff and do bits and pieces and get stuff done. So let's go over here and explodify this one. Let's put in our water dump here, so we can start getting some trees over here, and we will start planting trees over here in this location, because we want to do that. We're going to have another drain over here as well, so we're going to have the water come in here somewhere. This is all going to be crops this side, maybe some crops up the back, because the district's going to be more centralised, so we'd have more reach. Some crops up the back, so the water's going to run along and then run down here. It's not going to actually come down this path here like we had originally, or the centre, or this one. It won't come down any of those three. It will come down this end and this end. So this was kind of a... Didn't need to blow this up here, so... But it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It's not a problem. And the reason it's not going to come down there is because when we blow this tile up here with our potatoes and carrots, obviously if we run a water channel down by the side of it, it's going to flood them. And we don't want to flood our brand new storages because that would be bad. Yeah. Okay. So let us commence with explosionness. So pause the game, click the detonate button, Control and H to remove the camera. Get in nice and close somewhere here so we can see what's going on here. All beavers have cleared the area. I hope they have because I didn't even check. But oh well, it's a bit late now. Here we go. Beautiful. Now we just need to do that 4 more times. And I want to do some channels out along here as well, so we'll do that as well. Boop. Let's remove let's see here, where's the path? Here's the path. Let's remove okay, so we're going to remove all of that. That's a little bit more than I wanted, but I won't get rid of that. Then we're going to do a path here as well. Boop. Like that. And we will explode here. Get rid of the path. Like that. And we also want to do this top layer up here again as well. So, yep, can you reach? You can't reach very far up here yet. Okay, so I need to put in a path like that. Yep. Put in the explosives. And then remove the path and put in more as it goes. So, yeah. Cool. Okay. So, we shall get this done soon. Hopefully. Everything can be fantastic. I do need to actually blow these out first. Because they can get to that one. They get to that one. They can't get to that one. So. Okay. So we're back once all this is exploded down and we have a bit more land at the front. Our batteries are almost ready to go in. We just don't really have any metal planks at all because we haven't got the scrap. We haven't got the scrap because we haven't got the beavers to work the scrap. So, yeah, we're struggling. We're struggling a little bit for this. But we'll get there. We'll get there. And with all the explosions done and a new forest to put down over here, we have trees planting. Here we go, planting away, planting little trees, watching the saplings grow. Now they take a long time to grow, 30 days to grow, so it's going to be a while. Going to be a while before they grow. So, yeah, we'll just let them do their thing. Over here we have done the thing and we are building platforms up and over as well. This has already helped dramatically. They, instead of having to go all the way around, they can come through now. They can't come through here because this is dead end, but they can come through this path here and get to the water storage so much quicker. So nice, so nice. And I put in a few explosives over here because we're going to start leveling the terrain down here, so that's coming soon. So what else do we want to do? Moving the district I don't think is a great idea right now. I can move it to here, that'd be fine. We'd have to deal with this because that's in the way, so we'd have to get rid of that and move it somewhere else. I don't know where, maybe the end over here, but then we don't want to flood these anyway, so yeah. And then what I'm more concerned about is the distance from like here to here. I don't think these are going to be in range if we move the town centre to here. they have to come down here and along. I don't think that's far enough. Like you see, it barely reaches up to here, these corners. So if it's up here, you flip it, it won't reach down here. We won't have access to some of the houses, which is bad. Speaking of houses, it was a new cycle. I did not put a house in because we didn't need to. We the very simple way of doing it is take the cycle. That's how many houses we have. So we should have 26 houses. 26 times 9, because these stored 9 beavers each, is 234. I want to say, yeah, 234. So we have 233 and one spare bed. That counts these two over here because they are there. The ones that are paused do not count to the total. They do not count to the total. So we have currently 26 houses enabled and running, including these two, 24 here, 2 over there. And then when the next cycle starts, I can just unpause one of these and away we go. Or hopefully we'll already be moving stuff and doing things. So, but it's going to be a little while yet. I think it's going to be, we need to blow channel out down here. We need to blow this out over here. Trees are good. So once this starts going, which is going to be in 30 days, which is definitely going to be a whole new cycle. Once this gets going over here, we can get rid of the trees here and start moving some stuff over. We can move the wheat over. The first one, and then build a second one in there. Wheat, I'm not all that fussed about it taking a small hit because we have a lot of it. We have a lot of wheat, so yeah, we might put the wheat there, and then we'll just take it from there and see how we go. I'm not sure what we're going to do entirely with this yet. We're gonna, when we move them, I'll make it up as we go. As in, where they go, we'll make it. I know this here is going to be fields. We're going to have fields on the back as well, and then trees down this side here. So, yeah. But the order the fields are going to go in, I'm not sure. We do need more than one carrot field, so we're going to have to do that. Grilled potatoes are fine, so we're okay for that. Bread is absolutely fine, so we're okay for that. So we might have 2 carrot fields. I would like 2 potato fields. It's knowing the ratio of crops and how they work. So this is 4 days to produce 3 carrots, and that's just flat. So every 4 days we get 3 carrots. So we can times it by how big the field is and figure out how much we get from it. Potatoes, however, are 6 days to 1 potato. But when you grill a potato, you get 4 from it. So it's 6 to 4, not 4 to 3. So, yeah, potatoes are, I think, the same. Is that right? And 3 divided by 4 is 0.75. So these produce 0.75 crops a day per tile. Potatoes are 4 divided by 6. They produce 0.66 crops. So potatoes are actually worse than carrots. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. That seems wrong. That seems wrong. Especially considering we have loads of potatoes in stock and we don't have carrots in stock. And they're both the same size fields here. So something isn't adding up here. My ratios are wrong, I feel. I don't know. Somebody, I'm sure, if you can remind me. It's been so long, and I've done so many different things, and I should know this. I should know this. I feel like I should know this. It must be because it's it takes 6 days to get 4, so it's 6 divided by 4, not 4 divided by that. So 6 divided by 4 is 0.15. So these produce 0.15 a tile. I thought it was the crop divided by the days. Yeah, and wheat's really good because you get 3 in 10 days, but then you grind the wheat down 1 to 1, and then when you cook the wheat, you get 5 bread. So it's 15. So yeah, so 10 divided by 15 doesn't make any sense. That's the worst crop. So it must be 15 divided by 10. So this is 1.5 crop per tile. This is going to be 4 divided by 6, which is 0.66 crops per tile, and this is 3 divided by 4, which is 0.75, which means we're actually producing more carrots than we are producing potatoes. But we have a full stock of potatoes and we don't have a full stock of carrots. I can only assume beavers are eating carrots more than potatoes, which is why the ratio is broken, but that doesn't make sense in my head. I am missing something here. Can somebody who remembers how this works remind me why we've got loads of potatoes but don't have carrots, when to my brain we should have carrots and should be running out of potatoes? It must be consumption. It must be that maybe carrots decay quicker than potatoes because it's a 2 happiness. Maybe because these happiness levels are higher, they decay slower. I hadn't counted that into effect, because if that's true, then that means grilled potatoes are twice as effective as carrots, which would help. So potatoes, bread, and grilled chestnuts. If that's true, if this decays quicker than this one, I'll have to watch this. I have to watch this and figure it out. I don't know. I hadn't taken this into account. The well-being had been updated. I do remember how the crops work. The numbers going on there, but the well-being update that came out quite a while ago now changed how some of the things work, and I hadn't looked at whether these bars decay different rates depending on what they are. I thought they all decayed the same rate. I assume they did, so I'll have to experiment. So yeah. However, that experiment is going to have to be in the next episode, because we're going to leave this here. So 2 questions for you, if you'd be so kind. 1, crops. Can someone remind me if I'm right here? It is the amount of crops divided by the amount of days. So this is 3 divided by 4, and this is 4 divided by 6. So not taking into account logistics and moving stuff and blah blah blah. And also, should we update to what the? Wow. Open. Should we update to update 4, to the experimental update 4? I really hope you go down quicker. Well, go down. I did not see this coming. Empty quicker. Yay. Okay. Wow. Okay, cool. Maybe we have to put 2 floodgates in here. Yeah, maybe we'll have to have 2 floodgates. Okay. But yeah, so we'll leave this one here. We shall come next time and carry on from there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.